how many of you have already helped yourselves to the kids' Halloween candy? Yeah, I know. So here to show us healthy alternatives for those sweet and salty cravings. I know it. I get them too. Nutritionist Megan Telfner is with us today. Yay, with her new glasses.
Yes.
With the
new old glasses.
I like your glasses.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Why is it that we love that stuff so much?
The kids' candy?
Oh, yeah.
They come in these packets that are just small enough that you still want more.
That's right.
Right? So you just keep eating it. But the thing about this candy and the treats is we're going for either salty snacks or sweet snacks.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes we all crave that salty thing, and once it happens, it doesn't stop. It's a runaway train.
Right out of balance.
Right,
Because you're like way off the spectrum, so you want more salty, or then you start going for more sweet to try and balance yourself out. We're going to do an alternative. My favorite potato chip alternative.
Okay.
Kale chip.
Kale chips.
Kale chips.
Can I taste it first before you sell me on it? Is that over there?
That is that over there.
I'm going to have that over there. You go ahead. You start.
Okay, I'm going to start. So we're using kale. You can use any kind of kale. The best kind is the kind you can get at the market. It's still growing seasonally. It grows right up till the frost, in Ontario at least. Some other places they're already frosty. So we're going to just take the kale, breaking it off the stem. Kale's really high in vitamin A.
Chewy.
So you want to...
I'm still chewing. Keep going.
You're still chewing. Okay, I'll check your teeth after, too. That's the thing about kale chips. You got to be careful.
This is not a first date thing.
No.
Okay.
Unless everyone's into this.
Okay.
So we are just taking the kale, breaking it off the woodier stem, breaking it up. You want to wash your kale, dry it. That's it. Okay. To make it as simple as possible, we're going to squeeze a little bit of lemon over it. Okay, so now if we want to look at the nutrition of this, we're getting lots of iron, we're getting vitamin A, we're getting calcium, more calcium per calorie than milk.
Right, kale's a good thing,
yes,
isn't it?
and we're going to put a little bit of sea salt on. So the more lemon you have, the less sea salt you need. It gives you that acid, helps curb the salt cravings.
Natasha was just here. I know she loves sea salt too. Why do you love sea salt so much?
It's got a full spectrum of minerals. So it's a more balanced than a white table salt that's primarily sodium. So you're getting all the minerals. So you're just going to give it a little bit of a massage.
Give it some love. Yeah.
Give it some love. And then we just transfer this basically onto your cookie sheet.
You don't spray anything on that cookie sheet.
No, you can put down parchment paper if you want. Will help it to keep it from sticking. I like parchment over a cooking spray for sure. And we're going to put this in our oven at its lowest setting, preferably with the oven door slightly open so that air can circulate. Because what we want to do is dry them out, not necessarily cook them.
Okay.
So
how long is that going to take, do you think?
To dry it out?
Yeah.
It depends how low your oven goes. So lowest setting, maybe 3 to 4 hours.
Mine's never been on.
Yours has never been on, so it could take days.
Yeah,
It could take days.
It could take days.
You can also add a little bit of olive oil to your kale chips. We'll add some flavor. I like a cold-pressed oil. You always want to use cold-pressed oil.
That's so good, Yeah,
this one's actually an ice-pressed, which is amazing. So you're getting, it's like a brand new thing.
Why is that so different than the other?
Because you're getting all the essential fats. Essential fats don't like heat. They get denatured by heat. So the colder the oil is processed, the better. The more intact all those good oils are.
So when we go buy that next oil, we're looking for cold pressed.
Always, any oil. And when we go to the dessert, we're also using a cold press.
There's dessert.
There's dessert. Okay, we're getting these into the oven. So this is like 3 hours later, let's say.
These are they're not attractive, okay?
Kale chips are in my work, writing
they're the most beautiful
and doing
things.
it.
But they're not
they're a tough one to photograph and make look pretty.
I know.
But these ones, these ones are actually crispier than the ones you sampled.
Yeah, good.
But so these are the kale chips, and they make a great crispy, crunchy, salty snack.
Yay!
Yay! Kale chips. I love kale chips.
So before you go for that little Three Musketeers bar, have a couple of these, and you'll know that you probably won't need that chocolate bar.
And if you do need the chocolate bar, I've got your solution.
Okay, here we go. This sounds. When you say cluster, I'm happy.
Oh my God, this is amazing. I need to just dry my hands.
Oh, your hands. Okay.
Scooch in here.
So you're going to make what? Is this?
We are making raw chocolate clusters.
Oh, good.
So this is like where your chocolate becomes your medicine.
Yes.
We like that. So what we're using is a raw, unroasted cocoa. So before the cocoa gets roasted, we're used to seeing like roasted cocoa that we use for like a hot chocolate kind of thing. Before it gets roasted, it has only trace amounts of caffeine, incredibly high in antioxidants. When we talk about chocolate being high in antioxidants, it's not the candy bar you get at the checkout aisle. I'm sorry.
That's right.
This kind of chocolate is healthy.
Yeah,
it's
this
good
is
for
not
you.
processed.
Not processed.
Yeah, right.
High in antioxidants, high in magnesium. So, like, a lot of women get cravings for chocolate once a month.
I don't know. Anybody here get that?
So what if you had this instead? Because of the magnesium, it helps with any cramping. It's a natural muscle relaxant.
Okay. When
really
you say
cool.
chocolate helping once a month, everyone wants to sign up.
Everyone's daily.
So
daily
what do we
chocolate.
need to do to make
We're
this happen?
putting in our raw chocolate. We're going
Okay.
to put in our cold pressed coconut oil.
Ah.
Okay. Always cold pressed. Extra
Cold press
virgin.
is what I'm taking away from
Okay,
this
so
today.
we're taking a bit of our coconut oil.
And you can get that where? At any
You can
regular
get this
store?
at any, most supermarkets now have it, and health food store, but if
when
you
are we
smell
find
that,
it? When are we going to find it? Just in...
in the, like with any of the oils.
Oh, okay.
This also makes a
Ooh,
fantastic
smells good.
moisturizer,
Oh, it
by
does
the
it?
way.
Okay.
Yeah, only product I use.
There you go.
And we're gonna put in a little bit of honey. Raw, unprocessed honey. So
Okay.
it still has all the enzymes and the B vitamins and all the good stuff. If you don't eat honey, some kids are sensitive to it, you can always switch to agave or maple syrup even.
What is agave? Everyone's saying agave. What does that mean?
I need the towel again. Agave comes from the same plants as tequila. Not the same as tequila, sorry. But so it's just a low glycemic sweetener. Some people don't like it because it tends to have more fructose, which we don't like in high fructose corn syrup.
So you don't need a lot of it, just a touch
just
of
need a little bit of it. I prefer maple syrup or a coconut syrup.
Oh,
is
okay.
also good.
That's
yeah.
interesting.
So what we're doing is we're melting the coconut oil, the honey, the cocoa together on a double boiler. So the chocolate's not making direct contact with the heat. So we've got a pot full of water. The thing is on there.
Gospel,
okay,
there
we're
you
going
go.
to turn that off.
All right.
Turn that off. I'm going to grab my towel to make these clusters, and you can put whatever you want into it.
Okay.
We'll just set that there. Is that in an okay place?
I don't know. If you burn it, that means you get a new top.
Okay, so
I'm really not sure.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll see how we go.
Okay.
So we've got all of this melted together, and then you get to add your toppings, whatever you want to put in them. Cashews. So we've got some cashews here. We're going to put in our cashews. We can put in some pumpkin seeds. These are all raw nuts. They're going to give it some crunch.
Do each of them represent something in your world as what's healthy, like, you know, the pumpkin seeds? Cashews are good for you.
High in zinc. Cashews are a high fat concentration nut. They taste really good.
They are so good.
They're so good.
Yeah, okay.
We can put in our sunflower seeds. All of these, as raw seeds, are going to be high in minerals, high in the good fats. Pecans, again, crunchy and delicious.
Very nice.
Yeah. These are some slivered almonds.
Okay, so far I'm loving it.
So far, okay, good.
Yeah,
good.
so far I'm loving it,
good.
but I think you can add something to it that I'm not really sure of.
The goji berries?
Yeah, what is that?
You've never heard of goji berries?
I have, but I don't know what they do.
Okay, so they're actually traditionally in Chinese medicine one of the oldest herbs they've used to build up your immune system. They use them in teas.
Okay.
We've started using them in our smoothies and our shakes and our oatmeals. So you can replace any baking you're doing, replace raisins or currants or dates.
With goji.
With gojis or apricots even. You can replace them with gojis. So they are, again, high in the antioxidants, high in beta carotene, really good for you. And all you do is you mix all of this together. So it's like a 2-minute snack, basically.
And then you just put it on that...
Yeah, so then we'll bring this. Let's move this.
Can we move this? Okay,
Move this
sure.
away.
I got it, yep.
So then we're going to just pull that under.
This is like the old chocolate macaroon recipe,
Like
right?
your own chocolate.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
and
so then...
what you do is you put these on here, right?
Just, you just take... It'll start to
and then
settle
they have to, you know, they have to sit there.
Then we cool it down. Right. So we put them out in here. We'll put them into the fridge to chill or the freezer. And this is a good thing to have on hand. So when you start looking at your kids' Halloween candy, grab one of these. So instead you're getting all of these good fats, the antioxidant, the high value chocolate.
It smells really good, everybody.
And
now here's the deal.
Chocolate.
Now, what I used to do when my mother used to make chocolate macaroons is I used to go in, like she used to make them cold in the refrigerator, and I would take the last 2, eat them, and then tear it off. So nobody could see the mark as to where I had been. So if that's what you're doing, just so nobody counts it. You've got some great news for us. What are you doing?
I'm writing a book.
Yay! When is it coming out?
It's going to be out January 1st, 2013.
Oh my gosh.
Healthy lifestyle guide. Really funny, really good recipes, really good tips.
Good to see
really
you again.
exciting.
Okay,
Thank you,
Megan.
Marilyn.
Thank
good
you
to be
so
back.
much.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll be right back. Really good. That smells really good.
They are.
Rip that off.
Up next, what is a kettlebell? It's the one and only workout equipment you and your family needs. And next week, why your belly fat can kill you and how you can fight the battle of the bulge.